They left you out, cast you aside like yesterday's trash, didn't they? They didn't see your worth, didn't feel your presence. You were just another face in the crowd, another insignificant speck in their grand little universe. Oh, but here's the fun part. They think they've won. They think their silence, their exclusion, their rejection is some kind of punishment. But let me tell you a secret. It's not a punishment. It's a gift. When they left you out, they thought they were closing a door, locking you out in the cold. But what they didn't realize is that they were opening another door, one you didn't even know existed. A door to your own power, your own potential, your own destiny. You see, their rejection wasn't the end of the story. It was the beginning of a better one. Because when they walked away, when they turned their backs on you, they set you free. You don't see it yet, do you? You're too busy licking your wounds, replaying the moments in your head, wondering where you went wrong. Was it something you said? Something you did? Were you too much or not enough? The questions keep coming, don't they? Like vultures circling, picking at the carcass of your confidence. But here's the thing. Their decision to leave you out had nothing to do with you. It was never about you. It was about them. Their insecurities, their fears, their inability to handle someone like you. Because people like you, you're different. You don't fit into their neat little boxes, their tidy little cliques. You challenge them, make them uncomfortable, and that scares them. Oh, they'll never admit it. Nah, they'll dress it up as something else. They'll call you weird, difficult, hard to handle. But the truth is that you're a mirror, reflecting back the things they don't want to see about themselves. Their flaws, their weaknesses, their lies. And so, instead of facing their own reflection, they get rid of the mirror. They get rid of you. But here's where the story takes a turn. Because while they're busy basking in their so-called victory, you're about to rise. You're about to do something they never saw coming. You're about to take their rejection, their exclusion, their dismissal, and turn it into fuel. You're about to show them why leaving you out was the biggest mistake they ever made. You see, pain, it's a funny thing. Most people let it break them, let it turn them into something small, something bitter. But not you. Nah, you're different. You take that pain and you transform it. You turn it into fire, into fuel, into a force so powerful, it's unstoppable. You don't run from the pain. You embrace it. You let it shape you, mold you, sharpen you. And before they even realize what's happening, you've become something they can't ignore. Because here's the truth they don't want to face. You don't need them. You never did. The very things they used to exclude you to make you feel small, those are the things that make you powerful. Your uniqueness, your perspective, your ability to see the world in a way they can't, that's your strength. And now that they're gone, now that their noise and their negativity are out of your way, you can finally hear it. That voice inside you, the one that's been whispering all along, telling you that you're meant for more. So what do you do now? Do you sulk? Do you wallow in self-pity? Let their rejection define you? Nah, you rise. You rise with a smile on your face because you know something they don't. You know that their absence isn't a loss. It's a gain. It's freedom. It's opportunity. It's a chance to become everything they said you couldn't be. And oh, how sweet it's going to be when they see it. When they realize what they missed out on, what they threw away. Because they will see it. They always do. The same people who left you out, who counted you out, will come back around. They'll come with their apologies, their excuses, their fake smiles, but by then, it'll be too late. Because you won't need their approval, their validation. You'll have built something bigger, something better, something they can't touch. But here's the kicker. You don't do it for them. Nah, you don't rise to prove them wrong. You rise because it's who you are, because you were always meant to rise. Their rejection, it was just the catalyst, the spark that lit the fire that was always inside you, waiting to burn. So let them laugh, let them doubt you, ignore you, underestimate you. Let them think they've won. Because every step you take, every move you make, is one step closer to showing them the truth. That you were never the problem. That their small minds, their shallow hearts, their inability to see your worth, that was the problem. And now that they're gone, now that their shadows no longer cloud your light, you're free to shine. And oh, how you will shine. Not for them, not to spite them, but for yourself. For the person you've always been, the person you've always known you could be, the person they were too blind to see, because in the end, their rejection isn't your story. It's just a footnote, a small, insignificant chapter in a much bigger, much better book, a book that you're writing, one page at a time. So go ahead, take their rejection, their exclusion, their silence, take it and turn it into something beautiful, something powerful. Turn it into the reason you keep going, the reason you never give up. Because one day, they'll look back and they'll realize the truth. That leaving you out wasn't just a mistake. It was the biggest mistake they ever made. You're not done yet. Nah. This story has only just begun. They left you out, but in doing so, they handed you the keys to a kingdom they'll never enter. A kingdom built on resilience, on strength, on vision. A kingdom they can't comprehend because their minds are too small, too clouded by their own mediocrity. But you see it now. The path forward, the potential in the pain. It's not just about proving them wrong, it's about proving yourself right. About showing the world, and more importantly, yourself, that you are so much more than they ever imagined. They left you out because they were afraid of what you could become. And now, it's time to show them why. You start small, one step, one decision, one action at a time. Each one building on the last, each one fueled by the fire they tried to extinguish. You don't rush. Oh, nah, this isn't about haste. This is about precision, about purpose. Every move you make is deliberate, calculated. You're not just building a life, you're building a legacy. And as you build, you grow. Stronger, wiser, more focused. The doubts that once plagued you, the questions that kept you awake at night, they begin to fade. In their place, a new voice emerges, a voice that says, "You've got this." A voice that reminds you of your power, your potential, your purpose. A voice that silences the noise of the world and amplifies the truth of who you are. But this isn't just about inner growth. Nah, this is about action. About taking the steps they said you couldn't take, reaching the heights they said you'd never reach. You don't just meet their expectations, you shatter them. And you do it all without bitterness, without anger, because this isn't about them. It's about you. And then, one day, it happens. The moment you've been working towards, the moment you've been waiting for, they see it. They see you. Not the version of you they left out, but the version of you that rose despite them. The version of you that turned their rejection into fuel, their exclusion into empowerment. And oh, how their faces change. The arrogance, the smugness, it melts away, replaced by something else. Regret? Maybe. Awe? Probably. But by then, it doesn't matter, because you're not looking back. You're looking forward, forward to the life you've built, the person you've become, the future you're creating. You see, they left you out because they didn't understand you. They didn't see your worth, your potential, your light. But that's their loss, not yours. Their rejection was never about you. It was about them. Their fears, their insecurities, their inability to see beyond their own limitations. And now you're free. Free to be who you are, to chase your dreams, to live your life on your terms. Free from their judgments, their expectations, their negativity. Free to rise, to shine, to soar. So let them watch. Let them wonder. Let them regret. But don't you dare stop. Don't you dare look back. Because this is your time, your moment, your story, and it's only just beginning.